Hans at ahappierman.com. Today's topic is forward-looking. Well, what you don't want to do is always be looking back. The backward-looking is nice, in the sense of it's fun to reminisce with your family and friends and tell the old stories, and it's fun to look back at your life and be proud of the achievements you've had, and to reflect back on those good memories, and to kind of learn from your past mistakes. That's good. Looking backwards for those types of things, I think, is very good. But what you would mostly be doing, though, is looking ahead, of what can I do today to make tomorrow better. That's kind of the forward looking. You really can't go back and say, well, 10 years ago I did things this way, I want to do those things this way tomorrow. Well, maybe, probably not, right? 10 years ago you were 10 years younger, everything was different 10 years ago. You have to look at what should be done tomorrow. Now, you can use that previous experience as a guide. For example, I was kind of at the top of the world for myself in let's say the early 1992. It was a very, very good year for me as a man. I was a young man, in my late 20s, and everything was just kind of clicking together. I kind of had things kind of figured out. However, I didn't have them figured out enough to know that I could have just kept doing that. So I wasn't, just because many things were going good doesn't mean everything was. So I have to look at that as, I'd like to do some of that, I'd like to recapture some of that, but there's no way that I can recapture all of that. That's just too far in the past. I've changed so much since then that it's not even worth my effort to try to go back that far. Maybe you could go back a few weeks, a few months, a year, but you really want to start looking forward. Just use that as a little bit of a guide, as information to tip you off of the things you'd want to do in the future. Maybe there was a place you were at that time that said, maybe I'd like to be in a place like that, right? But forward, always looking forward. And I think this goes, some people, they're so caught up in the past. They're saying, well, because of my past, because I've done things this way for so long, because I grew up here, because of my parents, because of my family, because of my schooling, that's why I can't have success now or in the future. Well, that is just totally, absolutely the wrong way to think of things. You have to think of it as, today, what could I do today to make tomorrow a little bit better? And if I start doing good things for myself starting today and in the near future, and just keep doing them, won't my life get better? Well, it should be obvious that it would. That you're not held back by your past, other than in your own mind. Right? If you think that your past is holding you back, it will. If you think that your past is not holding you back, it won't. Now, yes, obviously, the past matters to some degree in that sense, but not as much as you would like it to. You want to just keep progressing day by day by day, forward looking, making your life a little bit better day by day. And you know what happens is when you're always trying to make little tiny incremental good steps forward, sometimes you take a monumental leap forward. Sometimes this monumental leap takes your life from very, very low to very, very high. But you'll never have those monumental leaps thinking that that it won't happen, right? You have to assume that it's going to happen, and if you keep doing good things for yourself, keep making the progress on your life, that you will have monumental leaps. You will have incredible experiences that are mind-blowing to you, that you say, well, how did that even happen to me? And then you have those great experiences to reflect back on. So give that idea some thought. Forward thinking, not backward thinking. All for now.